Hello, I'm Dr. Richard Amy. Many of you know me by the Laser Doc. So a lot of people ask me, hey, where do you get those precision frequencies for? So I was introduced to lasers back in 1998, and when we had the first laser, they were small, they were low powered, and really they didn't do much. We actually couldn't even put any frequencies or pulsations into the laser. But we knew, or I knew, based upon other things that we were doing with other modalities, that pulses or frequencies really help potentiation the body. So when you look at and you understand that your body is an electrical being, so some of the great authors here really coming back into it, The Body Electric is really one of the phenomenal books here by Becker. He really helped us understand that when you're using lasers, you create a biochemical which creates an electrical impulse, and that's how your nervous system works. And my background being chiropractic and my postgraduate degree in neurology, I always knew, and I think I was the first, to use the laser first from a neurological aspect before you got to the area that's been affected. So if you do that, it was much more profound. I believe I was the first to start putting frequencies into the laser that were just not random, like 500 or 5,000, but 4, 16, 21, 33. And I really found out that when you did that, that was really phenomenal. So one of the people that really I learned a lot about lasers from was Gilbert Ling. And Gilbert Ling is really phenomenal. He had this theory about association induction, understanding that the ATP pumps just really didn't work. There wasn't enough energy to do that. So Gilbert is the reason that Damadian was able to create the MRI, was based on Gilbert's work. And so Damadian had this big, huge factory in Long Island, and I actually was able to go down and visit Gilbert, who had a laboratory downstairs. So he was really nice to autograph my book, and we spent a lot of time together over the years and that, talking about different things and really how the cell works. So when we're lasering, we're getting a potentiation. There's acceptors and receptors on the cells for the laser light. And according to Oshman and other people, James he's a phenomenal guy, and he helped write one of my the forwards to one of my manuals. We communicate through our body through laser light. So we have acceptors and receptors. And so when you start to understand that the body's electric, its association inductors, molecules are in motion and have emotions, then we look at frequencies. So we look at frequencies and specifications, and I looked at a lot of the Rife frequencies, and Rife was really looking at more pathogen. He treated cancer and other type of things out of San Diego and USC. I didn't find that those frequencies really worked for the laser, so we tried different ones and that. But Rife was really going after the pathogens. The body really likes frequencies or hertz, really from the 0 to 60, even lower than that. I think the majority of them. And then we have another break from 60 to 100. So I spent about a year and a half using predominantly what we call a bio-merdian, which is electroacupuncture vibole. So we'd look at a particular acupuncture point, and we'll say we were measuring the liver. Then we try different frequencies, and we input it to the laser, and we pulse that into the liver, into the body, and we would come back and recheck. So we're doing pre's and post, pre, laser, post, and then that's really, we did a lot of trial and error for a year and a half, and that's how I was able to create my first frequencies and my manual. So again, we use Bio-merdian, which is electroacupuncture vibole. There's a lot of great devices out there still that do that. And so we can measure thousands of different things using a computer. So it's very, very robust. We could look at things such as spirochetes, and then we would take a dark field microscope and we'd click your blood. If you had Lyme disease, we could see those spirochetes in the blood, and then we take frequencies and put it into the laser, and guess what? We come back and do post-check, and guess what? They weren't there. So did they hibernate? Did they go somewhere else? I don't know. Were they completely dead? That was pretty much what Rife did. So really most of the hertz that I use, and there's certain ones that we use pretty much in everything for pain, were based around doing that and then looking at other different things. So dark field microscope, the Bio-merdian was really important, neuroelectroacupuncture by Bull, and then we just saw based on different things what we needed to use in combination. So I'm always about using things in combination. So in the beginning, we could only put one frequency in with a laser or pulsation, then we could do more. Now with the Avant, in certain settings, I might have 15 different pulsation or precision frequencies working to actually target different tissues, to vibrate it at a different rate, which is really what I learned with a lot of this. So once we looked at some of those higher frequencies, that really makes a difference for treating infections. And so we can put a bunch of different precision frequencies in there. I think it's really been great. I was very fortunate to, because I was the first to get FDA approval, first to put frequencies specifically into the laser. I was really the trainer for the trainers. So it's really come a long ways. And I love the fact that my protocols have really stood the test of time, and there's really thousands and thousands of doctors. And now hopefully we're going to have some home users too as well.